Hello Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. Welcome to the latest Benidorm news update. You could have seen that yesterday we were not able technically to publish any kind of videos, sadly, as we usually do on Mondays and Fridays, the news update, because we were helping some clients of ours in the consulting company to find their forever home in the sunny Costa Blanca in Spain. But today we are here, and this news update is bringing you 3 different and important news. If you want to know some more and stay informed, then keep watching. First of all, let's talk about the tourism update right now, mid-January already. And although we would think that it's going to be quite quiet, it's not the case. It's quite the opposite. There's a lot of people everywhere. There's a lot of cyclists because there's a massive event coming up this weekend on Sunday. Actually, it's the whole weekend, and even now there's a lot of people here training. But the massive event, the biggest one, will be on this Sunday, the 19th. This is a world championship for the cyclocross, and it's going to be happening here in Benidorm, not for the first time, actually. Many of you I know are coming here even to participate. So good luck for all those who are taking part in this incredible and strong competition. Thousands are here to enjoy it and make some sports, maybe win something, although all of it, obviously, the most important thing is the participation, having fun. Although the most important thing probably is to participate, to have fun and enjoy everything that our region has to offer. So there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be road cuts probably in some specific areas too. Also, the same Sunday, we'll have a sports beach walk. A lot of people wear their like headphones, and it's kind of like a silent march. There's music playing there, and people are doing like sports, like a power walk of a kind, right on the Benidorm beach line in the morning. So that is also an interesting phenomenon, an interesting sport that if you're a fan of that, you can join it. The upcoming events also is the Benidorm Fest Eurovision pre-selection here in the area. It's going to be massive. There's going to be an authentic fan village created by the town hall. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be music, huge scene, giant screens too. And everyone will be able to come. And this is going to be instead of the usual place where it's held. That's by the Techno Hit by Madeira Central Hotel at the end of the Mediterranean Avenue in Benidorm town. This is not going to be the place any longer. So these years, at least this year, 2025, it's going to be by the town hall, the main celebration. And obviously, where the actual pre-selection is going to be happening is in the Sports Palau, slightly outside in Benidorm town. There's going to be Tapas Fest. There's going to be a lot of music, a lot of fun. So these upcoming weeks will be really interesting in Benidorm. You will see it as busy probably as in summer months. That's all we can tell so far. Let's continue with the second news, and it is about the authentic fever of building something specific. Not only in one city, not in 2, not in 3, but at least 6 or 7 of them here in our province of Alicante. We're talking about building elevators. Raise your hands here in the comments, those of you who remember us speaking about a big elevator, quite a few levels on it at the end of the Poniente beach to help and make a slightly easier access to La Ermita, to a very beautiful viewpoint, in our opinion, one of the most beautiful ones that Benidorm can have. And there was a project for it. It wasn't approved, but it's not the only one. Here on the screen, you can see different pictures and places where it's going to be happening. First of all, there's a lot of these projects, obviously, not only in emblematic touristic places, but also in places where people need this type of mobility, because there's a lot of stairs, because there's a lot of older generation population, and it's difficult for them to go all this way up every single day, numerous times a day, which is why this is the case of Benidorm. You've seen already this one, and Benidorm have installed another elevator, by the way, by the old town, right by the port, to help people to go a few levels up in case you have mobility issues. Then there's elevator of Villajoyosa, elevator in Finisterre, the project in Elche and Gijona, and much, much more. All of these are more or less the same. They will be helping people to move freely. Doesn't matter if you have mobility issues or not. It's just more comfortable to somehow decrease the huge level difference, that you have from one street to the other. And also it could be used potentially in some specific locations as a better access for tourists to discover the area, which was the part of Benidorm. Many people say that the Benidorm's elevator was a stupid idea, that it doesn't serve for anything, and that there are way more important things to deal with, which potentially we could agree on. But at the same time, there are so many people living on that hill. There are so many tourists. There are so many people who want to visit it, and they cannot do so. And this is the case of all these municipal areas. And the elevator might be a good solution. Obviously, bigger problems will always come first. But it is interesting that a lot of the municipal areas are actually asking financing from the government for these projects basically at the same time. Coincidence or not? Let us know what you think. And now let's talk about the last news, and it is about giant changes in Benidorm. We've shown you already here on the channel different changes in Benidorm hotels for refurbishments. There is the Port Benidorm Hotel that is constructing a giant tower. Incredible place for your holidays. Definitely could recommend that one. It's not the cheapest one, but it's not the most expensive either. Right on the Levante beach, like 150 meters away, probably, maybe not more than that. It is a lovely place for your stay, a quality place. And now it's going to be even more because there's a giant skyscraper rising right at the hotel with new accommodation options and new common areas. Then there's Hotel Magic Phoenicia, which is not Phoenicia any longer. It's Magic Villa España. I remember a comment below our videos about hotels under refurbishment where people mentioned, our Benidorm fans mentioned that 2 weeks in Villa España will cost around 4,000 euros. If it's in August or July month, then probably I would agree. But also whenever you look for so in advance, the pricing, like for 2026, sometimes these prices do not match the reality of how much it will cost. They're just put like this so that people would not book. They need to have the website running for positioning in search purposes. But when the time comes, they will, because they will adjust the prices to what it actually has to be. We've seen it a couple of times already here in the area and in other parts of Spain. So we know this is not real pricing just yet. These are just numbers to be there in the system meanwhile. But there's so many changes, and one of the hotels actually will be opened up this June. Brand new one, did not exist before. There was a dry, empty land on that space, and it is the Magic Pirates Island. The hotels group Magic Costa Blanca, you know that they own a lot of hotels in Benidorm, not only in Benidorm, outside as well. There's Magic Robin Hood right here in Alfastelpi, heading from Benidorm to Albir, right like on the border almost. Then they have some hotels in Gandia, I think it is, by the beach, and in some other areas, but definitely up north now in Castellón, a giant holiday village they are building right now. This one will be open soon too. But here at the Pirates Island, it's going to be brand new houses. You can see some images here on the screen. And they should be open, not as we thought, in June, but already in April. Imagine that. It is hard to believe because whenever we were there a couple of months ago, there was literally nothing, just a few houses. But it's going to be opening up in April already. Obviously, as part of Magic Group, they do, and together with the group that owns Terra Natura and Aqua Natura, they probably will have an unlimited access to both of these theme parks, which is great for families with children. It is ideal. And if you don't want to step your foot in Benidorm, you don't even have to, because you have everything you need in that resort and right around it. And then Villa España, even though there is a giant load of work still to be done, in the latest video with the update, we've shown you that literally not even the rooms are ready, not even the walls. There's still building with bricks happening. I'm not sure how they're planning to open it up by June, but if they will, wow, it's going to be a huge load of work done in such a short amount of time. we're definitely looking forward to visit this hotel because it's a whole new concept. It's going to be a first ever floating swimming pool on the rooftop terrace, and much more interesting experiences available out there. Obviously not the cheapest one, that's also true. Many hotels are changing, many of them closed down, and they're painting the walls, they're improving something that needs to be done to make people actually enjoy staying at this place, or at least feel comfortable, even though there's no luxury, but at least feel comfortable and have a comfortable bed, clean sheets, all the basics that doesn't matter how many stars the hotel or accommodation has, need to be there to make the stay as comfortable as possible. And now let's continue with the weather forecast. What is happening right now and what is waiting for us? Because as you can see, we are wearing some jackets because boy, it is cold, and it has been cold since yesterday probably. First of all our Alicante region is in a yellow alert due to cold. Some interior parts of our area have -7 degrees at night, and villages like at 8, 8:30, 9 in the morning have around 1 to 2 degrees only, +1, +2, which is very low for our region. It's the coldest it's been for the last year, probably even more than that. And obviously January and February are the coldest months, but still having to be like this, like a polar bear, this is slightly strange for us. On the sunshine, while we sit down on the sunny terrace, it's obviously gorgeous, but once you head to the shade, it's just not as comfortable any longer, and even if it's midday, it does feel cold. We have maximum temperatures right now of 14, 15 degrees more or less. Once again, on the sunshine, you might feel like it's +19, +20. It's still very lovely weather. There's blue skies. It's not going to be raining whatsoever. There might be some clouds, and it will be raining in other parts unless we're really unlucky and the rain will come here, but it shouldn't be a lot, if at all. So lovely weather, slightly cooler than we would like it to be, but still sun is here, and this is what vast majority of people need, some lovely sunshine outside to enjoy their holidays. Thank you for accompanying us on today's Benidorm latest news update. We wish you a lovely day, great beginning of a new work week, and we'll see you in a new video here tomorrow on the channel. Bye, dears.